5 signs that this woman is wasting your time. Coming to you from Lisbon, Portugal. Well, hello and welcome. My name is Arica Angelo, and I am your dating and relationship expert who's been serving men for 13 years now. It's a long ass time helping you boys out with women, helping you become the kind of man that you just can't resist while not losing yourself or her in the process. So how do we know that this woman, she's just wasting your time? One, let's just be super honest. She's not responding to your messages. Listen, we all have the same hours in the day. If she's constantly not responding to your messages, I'm not saying for one day. Listen, sometimes people do have those overwhelming days. But when it's a consistent thing and she's not responding to your messages and she's not very apologetic for it, this woman's wasting your time. And what do I mean by that? She's not valuing you. She's not valuing your time. She's not valuing your effort. And she's not valuing the fact that you're a human being that she's ignoring. And she doesn't speak into that. She doesn't say like, hey, I'm really sorry. You must think I'm really rude. She doesn't make any apologies. It's just like this entitlement, which is the second thing that you know that a woman is wasting your time is entitlement. Entitlement is, I just expect the world to revolve around me. You coordinate all the dates. You do all the messaging. You do everything up to my standards, and I'm not going to give you shit. That kind of attitude, no, this woman is a waste of your time, because with that kind of attitude, here's the thing. You're never going to make a woman like that happy, because chances are, I'm going to give you a secret, she hasn't taken the time to make herself happy. And so most of the time, women like this are scared little girls who are wanting the rest of the world to make the world a better place for them because they haven't figured out how to do it for them damn selves. Or maybe they have figured it out and so that's just their standard. Well, then they can continue doing things for themselves. But here's the thing. Relationships go both ways. So there's no room for entitlement in a relationship. It needs to go both ways. Both people need to show up for each other financially, emotionally, with conversation in all aspects. So that's a third way that you know that she is wasting your time, is she's not offering to pay for anything. You know, I know for the first 2 or 3 dates, that's sweet. When a guy wants to pay for things, he wants to be the man, he's chivalrous, and I totally get that. And I love that about men who still have class out there. But a woman at some point, she's got to start offering. I mean, I don't care if it's for a coffee or something. At some point, she needs to slide that credit card. She needs to put some cash down. At some point, she needs to make a gesture that she's willing to help. But if she's just doing this and never says a damn thing about anything, this woman is taking you for a ride, because at the end of the day, listen, we both need to respect one another. You go out and work for your money, and I do the same thing. I'm out working for my money as well. And so we're both working for it so we can both contribute to this. Now, I will say this. If you're taking her to very expensive places that she can't afford, then what she can do is she can offer to say, hey, I would love to take you out for coffee. It's my favorite coffee shop. I'd love to take you here. It doesn't have to be an expensive date, but there has to be some reciprocation on her end. So 1, she's not responding to your messages. 2, she has a very entitled attitude and it doesn't go both ways. And 3, she is not offering to pay for anything. Hey guys, no matter where you are in your journey with women, I've got you covered with one of my courses. So make sure that you check these courses out at aricaangelo.com. Here's a 4th way that you know that a woman could be wasting your time is she's never introducing you to her friends. Listen, when a woman is dating a man that she's very proud of, most of the time she's going to want to show you off to her friends. But if you guys have been hanging out for months at a time and she's still not introduced you to one friend, chances are she's wasting your time. She's getting something out of the relationship, but it's not the full package for her. So, which means at the end, it's going to be a waste of your time. She's just using you because, listen, when a woman is really into her guy, she wants to show him off. She wants to share him with her friends. Not in that way. Don't get your hopes up. That's not what I'm talking about. But she wants to say, hey, here, like, look at this person I'm seeing. I'm so proud of him. Because guess what? That's what us women do. When we meet a guy, we go and tell our friends, I met this guy. I'm so excited. He's incredible. He's amazing. And the friends are going to say, and when do we get to meet this guy? If it's 2-3 months and you've not met one friend, listen, this woman could be really messing with your time. And here's the fifth thing. She never really opens up to you. She keeps things surface. She might be messing around here because here's the thing. When we start sharing our heart with someone, that is an investment. Anytime that we get vulnerable with someone, it's an emotional investment. So now here's the thing. I think this is where a lot of guys mix vulnerability and her opening up as like, oh, like she does care. If she's just sharing her problems with you, that is not her just being vulnerable. That is her looking to you to fix her shit. I'm not talking about that. If she is being open about her past, if she's opening up about like what she's excited about, what her hopes are, what her dreams are, if she's opening up about like what's going on in her day. But if it's just problems, this is where I see a lot of my nice guys get taken advantage of. Her just only opening up about problems is not intimacy. You are becoming a caretaker in that. And so if she's just telling you about her problems, but she's not really sharing her heart, she's not sharing with you the things that she likes about you and what makes her like feel excited to be with you, what she really respects about you. But if she's not opening up about how she really connects with you, chances are she's just messing about with you. So make sure that you don't get into that caretaker mode. So this is what you can do to avoid this from happening to you, because I know a lot of men are like, teach me how to avoid this. So how do you avoid this altogether? This is super important. The way that you can find out if a woman is sincere or not is through the questions that you ask her. And you start asking those questions immediately. And so if you need help with that, I created an online program called Create and Keep Great Conversation on the Date. And here's the premise of this program this is what the meat and bones of this is. I always tell men, when men go out on a date with women, it's like, I'm going to ask her questions to keep the conversation going to make her happy. But you're making a huge mistake right there. Here's why you ask questions. You ask her the right questions. You keep the conversation going so that you can see if you are happy on the date and if she is a woman that you want to keep around. But because most men go in with that mindset of, I just need to keep her happy and keep the date going, that's where you shoot yourself in the foot. And that's the kind of guy that women take advantage of. Now, when you're asking her these questions that I teach you to ask and create and keep great conversation on the date, when you're asking these right questions, when you're keeping the conversation going, she's going to reveal a lot of who she is and what she wants and what she's about on that date. It's up to you to ask those right questions and to listen to the answers that she gives you. And a lot of times I see men hoping that she'll become or be a better woman, even though they know from the beginning that she's going to take advantage, that she's entitled. They ignore all those things, hoping she'll become better. No. When people tell you something, believe what they say. And so I really created this program to equip men to help you decide if she's the kind of woman that you want to keep around. So if you want to avoid these mistakes from the get-go, then I highly encourage you to create and keep great conversation on the date. Listen, guys, you have what it takes, but a lot of times it's not asking the right questions that really get men in trouble, because a woman will reveal a lot of herself to you if you know what questions to ask her and if you really take the time to listen to what she is actually saying. So if this video resonated with you, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And if you're like, whoa, I didn't know any of this, make sure you subscribe, because I've got 3 videos that come out every week. One of them is live, my live Q&A, my lingerie, where you get to show up and answer and get your questions answered. So guys, I will see you in my next video. You be loved and you take care.